Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial will show you how to sew this milkmaid top. I've already posted a tutorial on how to draft it. So right now guys, I went ahead to add in more a lot more allowance to the bottom of this top. You can see what I just did. The pattern was short, so I just to add few inches to it, and also added allowance to the cup area. And also make sure that whatever you cut for the main fabric, you should also cut your lining the same. This part here is cut on fold, and also had 2 pieces for the cup and 2 pieces for the back. Make sure you also cut your lining the same way. So right now guys, we'll go ahead to work on the cup pattern. So I'll take out all my pins right here, and I'll need you to pay attention to see what I'm doing. So guys, I'll take out my pattern. This is the first piece. I'll be working on one of the cup. So right now guys, this is what we are going to do, so pay attention here. These are my linings I need to show you, so make sure you cut out your own lining. So this is the lining for the cup. This is the lining. So right now, this part here, which is the armhole area, this is the remember the armhole area, this is the armhole area here, and this is the center piece. So don't forget that this part is the armhole area. That's what I'm trying to show you, and this area point is the center piece. So right now I'm going to be joining my lining and my actual fabric. So the front of the lining and the front of the fabric should be facing each other, front facing front. So now guys, look at this part here. I'm not going to stitch the armhole area. Do not close it. So I'm going to be using this my chalk. This part I'm showing you right now is the part that I'll be sewing. You can see what I'm trying to show. This is the area I'll be sewing. Do not close up the armhole area. So look what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to stitch this part with 0.5 inches. So go ahead and sew yours, or cut off an inch. So I'm going to pin it down. So this part I pinned down, I'll go ahead to sew it in my sewing machine. You can see that I did not stitch the armhole area. So after stitching it down, this is what it looks like guys. I'm going ahead to close it up. So this is it. So right now it's time to us to get the channel for our loop where the rope will pass through to form that gather effect. So right now I need to pay attention here. At this point here, I'm going to be leaving like 0.5 inches allowance there, opening for the loop casing. I hope you understand what I'm saying. From the top of your cup at the center front, measure half an inch downwards. That's the space where your loop is, the channel for the loop is going to be coming out from. Then fold it the way I'm folding it. You can see what I just did. I left 0.5 inches space there. You can see it. Then you go ahead to pin the rest down, just because you'll be closing the other side. This is what we are doing here is for the center front. I hope you understand what I'm saying. The center front area. Guys, this place I'm marking is the place I'll be sewing. This area I'm marking now. So I'm going to leave 0.5 inches space. This is what I'm showing you here. Leave 0.5 inches space where your loop is going to pass through. So this, from this place I'm pointing, that's where I'm going to sew. But here, leave it open. So guys, after sewing in, this is what I have also went ahead to do to turn it and do top stitch. I top stitch the top of this part. You can see what I'm doing here. I top stitch it to give me a channel where I'll be passing my loop. You can use 0.5 inches. Then at the down part here, which is the bottom part, I went ahead and do a loose stitch. Then I'll be pulling this loose stitch like this to form a gather. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. I'll be pulling this loose stitch like this to form a gather. So go ahead and do yours the same way. So guys, after pulling, this is what I have here. This is one of my cup. That's what I have. I'm going to go ahead to bring in the center piece here. So this is the center piece right now. Take out all my patterns, and then I will be opening the center piece. Remember that you should cut it on fold. You can see what I have here. So I'll go ahead to take the center piece of this cup, and I'll place it at the center piece of the bodice. The armhole area should stay at the armhole at the side of the main top. I hope you understand what I'm saying here. I'm trying to make it in a way you understand. So you keep on pulling it, arranging it till it fits into the cup area you have on the top. I hope you understand what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to do here. So look at what I'm doing and do yours the same way. Don't forget to pin. As you pull down, you keep peeling. So guys, after pinning, this is what I have. So you make sure that when you're pinning it, you'll be arranging it while doing it. So whatever I did for this top, I'm going to do for the other cup. And this place I pinned down, that is the place I'll be stitching it. I'll be sewing it together with the top. So whatever I do for this cup here, I'm also going to do it for the other cup. So go ahead and stitch yours the same way. Can see what I'm doing. So make sure you arrange it properly. I see that I'm actually checking it very well to see if it's sitting properly before I go to my sewing machine and sew it down. So make sure you arrange yours very well so you don't have any problem while stitching it down. So guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, put on the notification bell, like, share, comment, tell me what you think about this pattern. So guys, I'll go ahead to stitch this, then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay guys, before I do that, I want to show you something. This area here is, I told you, as I said before, you have to do the same thing for the cup. So this is what I'm going to use for my loop. Hope you understand what I'm saying. This is a very long stripe that I cut out. So I'll go ahead and stitch this stripe. I want to make a tiny stitch here. I'll go ahead and make it strap. So I'll use it to pull in for my cup, that to have that rope effect that is on the front of this top, just the way it is on the thumbnail. So I cut out 2 pieces for each. You can see what I say, 1 for each of the cups. So I'll go ahead to make this, then I'll come back and show you what it actually looks like. So guys, this is what it looks like after stitching it down. My 2 cups, you can see it here. I know you can see it very well. Look at it. You can see what it looks like here. I'm gonna have to stitch it down. Don't mind the way it looks like right now. When I put in the loop and stretch it out, it's going to gather. So this is my loop case. So you can see this is my loop. I'll be passing it through inside the loop case, and I already have on the cup. Remember I said you should, after sewing, you have to top stitch the you have to run a straight stitch on top of the cup to give you that space where you can put your loop. This is what I'm doing right now. You can see what I have here. So I'm going to be putting it inside, and then I will be pulling it. So guys, after pulling, this is what I have. So when you pull it, you can see that the cup has already formed, is gathered. This is what it is. You can see it here. This is the reason why you should have that loop case here. So this cup area is ready for now. Then guys, we'll go ahead to start covering it up with our lining. So guys, with the lining here, this is what I'm going to do. You can see what I have here. I'm just going to turn this around like this, and then I'm going to place my lining on. Just look at how I'm going to place this lining and do yours the same way. You can see the way I placed it. You can see what I'm doing here. So this is how you're going to keep arranging it till you pin it all through, to pin it around the front piece of this fabric. That's what I'm doing here. So do yours the same way. So I'm also going to repeat the same thing to this other side like this. I'll go ahead to pin it down around the cup area so that I'll be able to cover that rough edge. After pinning, this is what I have. I'll go ahead to run a stitch like this area that I pinned down. So after running this, if I cover it, this is what it's going to look like when I cover it. Hope you understand what I'm saying. So this is what it's going to look like. It's going to have a neat finish in here. This is the reason why I'm doing this. So do yours the same way. I'll go ahead and stitch it, then I'll come back and show you what it actually looks like. So guys, for the back piece, this is what I have here. I'm going to go ahead to use my lining to cover the back piece. I'm going to use the lining that I cut out for the back piece here to cover it up. So this is my lining, and this is the piece. So I'm going to do the lining facing the front of the lining facing the front of the fabric. This is where I'm going to stitch it down. Then I'm going to use my pin to pin this area. I'm going to still close up all the four corners except the armhole area. So leave the armhole area open because that's where you're going to be turning it from. So this is my front piece. I've gone ahead to stitch it down. So this is, I've gone ahead to, then I went ahead to start trimming it. This is the back piece here. I've gone ahead to, to sew the back piece. Then I'll go ahead to turn it. Remember I said you should close up the four corners, but do not close up the armhole area. Close this side and this side up. This is what I'm trying to show you. So after closing it, I entered to trim out the excess lining. Then I'm going to turn it from the armhole area. That is where I'm going to be turning this back piece from. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So guys, after turning it, this is what I have here. You can see what I have. I'm also going to repeat the same thing with this other cup, this other back piece, sorry. So for this area here, I need to turn the lining with the fabric for the side. I need to turn the side. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So fold it in like this. Fold it in like this. You can see what I'm doing here. So pay attention here. This is, if you don't want to close up the side, you can just go ahead and stitch it down, then whip it. If you use overlocking to just whip it, but I want to make a instant finish in here, so I need to close up both the side and the down part, just the way I closed up the back area. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So this is what you're going to do. So follow what I'm doing and do yours the same. Make sure you arrange it properly before you start sewing. So guys, after pinning, I'm going to be stitching this area now. This part that I pin, I'm going to stitch it down. That's what I have here. Then I'll come back and show. So after sewing, this is what I have, guys. I'm gonna have to close up every part on this except the armhole area. The armhole area is the part that I did not close up. Then I went ahead to bring in my back piece here. So this is my back piece. I'll go ahead to pin it down. And then after pinning it down, I'm going to also add in my zip. So you have to have a zip that this open up zip. So when you're done pinning it down, you need to measure, taking your measurements. You need to take in your bust measurement so that you're able to know how much allowance you'll be taking out. So don't forget to take in your body measurement here. And what I'm doing here is just to pin it down, hold it with the pin so that it will stay in a place. So this is what I'm doing in this other side. So I'm going to also pin it. But for the zipper, this is the area my zipper is going to stay. So I'm just going to use my pin to hold this part down. I'm just going to use my pin to hold it down like this. Then I will take in my body measurement. Taking in your body measurement, you will just go ahead to stitch it. So this is what I'm trying to show you. Just take your body measurement down this area and close it. So for the zip, this is the type of zip I'm going to be using. That this type of zip that you can open up into two like this, because this is a crop top. You need to use this type of zip on it. Then I'll go ahead to stitch it and come back and show you. This is for the armhole area. Sorry, the sleeve. This is for the sleeve. So my armhole is 14. So I'll be marking for double of 14. That means the total of what I'll be marking is going to be 28. So I'm going to be cutting 28 for each sleeves. So I'm going to cut 28 plus 1 inch sewing allowance for each sleeve. So I'll be cutting 15. I'll be folding it 15. I hope you see what I'm doing. Remember that I folded it. So I'll go ahead and cut this out. This is for my 2 sleeves. So the wideness of this sleeve is 9 inches. I guess 9 inches, or then this is my sleeve. So this is what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to fold this area here, both the top and the bottom, and stitch it down. So after stitching it down, I made a space where I'll be putting my elastic. Remember that is elastic that is going to stay on the bottom of this sleeve. So for the elastic, I will cut out for 14 inches because of my sleeve is for my armhole is 14 inches. So I'm going to cut out 14 inches for this sleeve. So guys, this is the part that is going to stay at the shoulder side. So for my round sleeve, which for my short round sleeve, I hope you understand, and the short sleeve for round sleeve, my round sleeve is divided by 2 is 6, but later on I decided to change because it became too small, the elastic. So instead of cutting 6, I decided to cut like 8, then gather it together. So that's what I did here. Then I'll go ahead to use my pin to pull it inside. So watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to pull it inside the casing that I made for this elastic, so that I can be able to fix my elastic. You can see what I'm doing here. Go ahead and keep pushing it out so it's good. When you're done, it's going to gather. I hope you understand what I'm saying. You're going to have the same effect that you had on the picture. If you look at the thumbnail very well, you'll see that it has a gather an elastic gather sleeve. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So this is it. After gathering one side, I went ahead to pull it very well, so that I will make sure that when you're doing this, you have your round armhole measurement. So after pulling this, I make sure that I pull it till I have like 14 inches. So my armhole measurement is 14 inches, my round armhole. So when I'm done pulling this, I have 14 inches at the upper area, and also have 6 inches at the short sleeve area where it will end at the length of the sleeve. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So I went ahead to pin this down. I'll go ahead to bring in the main piece, and we'll go ahead to join it to the top. You can see what it looks like here. So this is what it's going to look like when you're done putting yours. So I'm going to bring in the main piece here, and you can see that I've already added my zip, and this is how I'm going to fix the armhole to the sleeve. So I need you to pay attention here. So I'm going to take that area which is the 14 inches part that had the 14 inches. Then I'm going to go ahead to open it like this and make sure I place the end to the place that my armhole started at the top or the front area, and still place it at my armhole area at the back. I hope you understand what I'm saying. The armhole area that we left open, that we did not stitch or turn it with the lining, we have to leave it open, because this is the reason why we are leaving it open, because that's where we are going to join our sleeve. So this is what I'm doing here. So go ahead and join yours the same way. So guys, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, put on the notification bell, like, share, tell me what you think about this video. So guys, this is what it looks like when you are done. This is what yours should look like. You can see. So this is going to fit my arm. This sleeve is going to fit my hand very well. You can see it here. This is what my sleeves look like. So you're going to also do the same thing to the other sleeve. So this part I pinned down right now, I'm going to go ahead to my sewing machine and stitch it down. And this is all for this tutorial. So please don't forget to like, share, comment, tell me what you think about this video. See you on my next tutorial. Bye.